Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the installment of Scott's Selections here for Thursday, December 24th. Before getting to today's play of the day, quick recap of what happened yesterday. We're going to pick up a nice winner in college basketball as we gave out Iona minus 10.5 and minus 115 on DraftKings. I know most books had it at 11.5, DraftKings at 10.5. Didn't really matter in the end. Line climbed all the way up to minus 13 or so, and Iona won by 20. So pretty easy winner there. Coppin State, once again, couldn't shoot at all. Team's awful offensively. Defensively, they're not very good, and Iona scored 85. Nice, easy winner there, really sweat-free. And we ended up picking up a nice winner there. So college basketball, once again, been kind to us so far this season, and hopefully that'll carry over into the remainder of the regular season and the NCAA tournament. But for the play of the day, well, you don't really have much to choose from because you have no NBA games and no college basketball games. The only thing that's going to be on is going to be between Houston and Hawaii as they will be partaking in the only bowl game on the card. So without further ado, we're going to dive right in and talk about the bowl game, and we are going to look at the underdog here in Hawaii as the play of the day at plus 10 at minus 112 on DraftKings. Time recording of 2:27 a.m. Eastern Time. So the play of the day, once again, Hawaii plus 10 at minus 112 on DraftKings at time recording of 2:27 a.m. Eastern Time. Couple reasons why I like Hawaii plus the points in this spot. First of all, even though Hawaii plays in the Mountain West, it actually has done pretty well offensively, which is not that surprising because they used to run the run and shoot, but they don't really run that as much anymore. They scored at least 24 points in each of their last 4 games, have been moving the ball pretty well. Meanwhile, Houston's defense really not performing well at all in the AAC, as they have allowed at least 30 points in 5 of their last 7 games. But the main reasons why I like Hawaii in this spot, in addition to the fact that Hawaii's offense could put up enough points in order to compete with Clayton Tune and company for Houston, is the fact that the Cougars are going to be missing a decent amount of people for this game, including some very, very key contributors. Looking just at some of those, for example, Houston's leading tackler, Grant Stewart, the linebacker, is not playing in this game. Houston's best receiver, Marquez Stevenson, who's also a phenomenal special teamer in the kick return business, he's not playing this game either. Plus, Houston's best defensive lineman, Peyton Turner, is not playing this game either, and he has a team-high 5 sacks. Now, all 3 of them decided to opt out because of the fact that they are going to be preparing for the NFL draft. I don't really know where any of them are going to go in the draft. Stevenson should be a middle-round pick. Not really sure about Stewart and for Turner, but either way, Houston's going to be missing their best 2 defenders, most likely, and they're going to be missing their best receiver, and that definitely is a problem. But that's not where it ends for Houston, because Houston, in addition to missing those 3 guys, are going to be missing another 15 to 20 players due to eligibility requirements. And this is a quote here from Houston head coach Dana Holgorsen. Quote, "I think some kids forgot if they fail classes, it didn't go against GPA, but it goes against being bowl eligible." So 15 to 20 people simply didn't make grades, and they have been academically suspended for this game. Not to mention 3 guys I just mentioned before for Houston who opted out for different reasons. Not really. It doesn't really seem to me that Houston's very motivated for this game. They're going to be missing a decent portion of their roster. And Hawaii, even though they have to travel into Texas, I simply just think that this Hawaii team is getting too many points here in this spot. You have seen money coming in on Hawaii leading up to the game. Originally opened up at 11.5. Now it's down to roughly 10. Even some 9.5s popping up there. So I do think this line will continue to drop. Probably around 9, 8.5, potentially even lower once news I'd say circulates about all the people that are going to be actually suspended for the game involved in the academic suspensions. But looking at everything else, Houston's head coach Dana Holgorsen's also not really a good motivator for these bowl games. If you look at his track record, he's been in 7 career bowl games. His team straight up 2-5, and his teams have lost each of the last 3 bowl games that he's been a coach of. Holgorsen was supposed to come in and provide a lot of offensive, I'd say, expertise, and that simply has just not been the case during his tenure. I know that they ended up having a very solid quarterback in De'Ara King, but he ended up going elsewhere last year. And it seems like Clayton Tune and company really just haven't gotten going that consistently all season long. And with the bowl games, the amount of people that's opted out, and the fact that, simply put, Holgorsen doesn't really get his teams fired up for this spot, I think Hawaii has a shot to really win the game. But at plus 10 and minus 112 on DraftKings, I do think that's some great value. So the play of the day, once again, here for Thursday, December 24th, is going to be on Hawaii plus 10 and minus 112 on DraftKings. That's been Scott Selections. Good luck to all of you and your respective bets today. Bye, everyone.